Alright, so good. Saturday morning yoga. Adjust the camera just a little bit, I think. You guys can hear me? Yes. Alright. Whew. Starting standing is always nice. Rooting down into the feet. Get the wiggles out. Rock the head. Roll the shoulders. Circle out the hips, all of the above, maybe even adjust the clothes, make sure the clothes stay on. Yeah. Oh. Round and round with those hips. Make sure the jaw, sometimes we have so much tension from, if you're one of those that clench their jaw at night, like me, don't know why. But massaging the jaw can really help release that, or just focusing on letting that face relax helps. Good. And then half sun salutes are really nice. So taking your arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Shake out the head, yes, no. Inhale, halfway lift, let the heart extend forward. Exhale, pull back in. And then however you want to come up, you could go half reverse swan dive, which is nice, or you can roll yourself up, just depends on your back. Exhale, hands at your heart. And then repeat. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Just two more like that. Hi, Priscilla. Nice to see you. We're just doing half sun salutes. Hello. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, heart lifts out. Exhale, pull back in. Even grabbing the calves, really cool. And then reverse swan dive, coming up. Push, 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 push. Hopefully it's okay on your back. If not, use your arms, use your support. Exhale, hands at your chest. We'll do a couple more since you just arrived. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, pull forehead back to the shins. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Last one. Inhale, reaching a big swoop with the arms. You're even getting into the shoulders. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, pull back in. And then all the way back up. Exhale, hands at your chest. Just pause here, close the eyes. Standing in mountain pose. A little bit of awareness in between your hands as you press your palms together. Spread the shoulders wide onto the back and extend the top of the head upward. Watch the tracking of the knees. I know sometimes us moms, our knees go inward, so it takes a little bit of effort to turn the knees straight ahead and sink into the feet. You could even look down and just check it out. Find inner thighs coming towards each other. Just as if you're pressing a a block in between your thighs. All right, just 3 breaths. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, mouth. Really good. Bring the toes a little closer together if they went hip width, and then sit into chair. Yeah. Oh, we're going to play with chair to arch. And then I repeat. Inhale to sit. Exhale to stand. Inhale to sit. Sitting way back, ribs in. And then to stand, heart lifts, hips forward. Couple more. Last one. Great. Stay tall. Yeah, I like that with the hands, but we're going to bring them behind, interlace the fingers, and just kind of push the fists as close together as possible, and then push the fists down. Nice. Whew, so good into the back of the neck, shoulders. And then forward fold. Exhale all the way over. Navel in and up, head relax, shake it out, let the arms come over. Hip creases high, feet strong, footprints into the mat. Beautiful. Let the hands come to the low back, all the way to the ground. Halfway lift. This time, this halfway lift, let us hold it for just 5 breaths. Really extending navel in, ribs in, heart forward. Feeling the evenness in the feet and in the sit bones as they lift up. Awesome. Come back in. Bend the knees, straight the torso over your thighs, and just let the whole upper body have looseness, and especially in the head. Knees are bent. It's kind of like a child's pose. You're feeling that hip creases lift up. So your torso is nice and tight to the thighs. Plenty. Take another halfway lift. Combination of the hands moving forward and then the feet moving back into down dog. Gentle, just starting gently. Couple sighs, couple rocks into the heels. More planes, Julie. We were just talking about how close the airfield is to my house. And on the weekends, people are having their adventures. Go ahead and rest in child's pose. Let your hips drop back. Support your head with double fists. Find some sensation of release in the low back. Inhale, nose. And let it out. A few more like that. Inhale, nose. Let it go. So nice. Last one. Inhale, nose. And let it go. Awesome. Come back to down dog. We'll add a twist this time. So it's just straight up into that down dog. Right hand, left ankle. And if the feet feel like they're a little far away, you can always walk the feet in a bit closer. Try to engage into that lower belly. Right hand, left ankle, and turn. Really nice. And then the right arm, let it hover off to the right side of the mat. And maybe that left leg floats up. So you're supporting your whole body. Yeah, there's a kitty. Possibly reach for that foot above you. If not, take a break. Come out. Oh, plenty. Release that hand, release that foot. Pause, set your knees down. Come in and shake out the hands just a little bit. You can sit on your heels. A little compression for the wrists. Yeah, and in between, let's do a little shoulder stretch. So rabbit. Take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. This is maybe if it's not accessible, just release the hands and start with the head. But let me show you the first version. First version is the interlaced fingers. Roll down, drop the head and lift up. That feels like it's too much. Just lift the hips without the arms. Those are choices. I'm gonna start from the top again. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Had to move my knees back a little bit with the arms. More weight in the knees than in the head. Keep the breath. Uh-oh. Stop, Jackson. No. Cats and dogs living together. Gently release, roll yourself up. Pause there. Coupled sighs. Beautiful. Now we'll do the other side. So down dog. Left hand, right ankle. I'm turning around so I can see you guys. Left hand, right ankle. Peek underneath. And you have that twist. Yeah, and you can always bring your feet a little closer. And you can even look underneath that right arm if possible. Sometimes softening that left knee as well is helpful. I find this heats up the core as well. Okay, let that go. Left hand to the left. Hover it. Adjust the position of the left foot. Right leg extends up and back. Option to reach up and grab that foot right above you. Heart's lifting. Oh gosh. Woo! One side's always easier. This is a little harder side. Be careful, be careful. Come out if you need to, which I did. Release that foot. And again, let's rest. This time wide knees Knees apart, toes together. For child's pose, yep. Good. Nice and slow. And then reach your hands out. Oh, this time active child's pose. Yeah. A little complaining with my cat. Whew. All right, walk the hands back underneath. Come into tabletop. And we'll explore cat-cow. Rounding in. Navel into the spine. This classic yoga movement. And back and forth, rounding and dropping. Woo! Couple more. Hi! Oh, they're getting along now. Check it out. Cats and dogs doing yoga with me. Love it. All right. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. All right, left leg comes out. Right arm. I'm going to heat the core up just a little bit. They crack me up. And tiger curls. Come underneath and out. Hi. Came to visit. Out and in. Woo. Oh my goodness. Last one. Reach forward and back and just hold. Right hand comes underneath the shoulder. Stack the hips. So left hip's going to come up. Make sure you move that right foot over to the right. And the left arm comes into modified side plank. And I feel like I just want to grab my foot, my back foot, side bow. Can't see you, my back's towards you, but it's probably nice. You could see I grab my top of my foot, pull it back. Inner elbow on the right arm is forward. Uh-oh. Please don't break anything. And then arm up over the shoulder. Come back to tabletop. And then I know this wrist, that right wrist, might need some. I'm going to put the dog outside. Jackson, leave it. Go outside. Come on. Outside. Yes, a massage. Perfect. Puppy pose. Puppy pose is great. Let's go into puppy pose. At least the cat's used to it. Yeah, a little bit of puppy pose. Hips right over the knees. Walk the hands forward. Drop the forehead. Stretch out the arms. Keep breathing. So glad you guys showed up this morning. Love it. Nice. Come back up to tabletop. And then we have tiger curls on the other side. So take that. Is that right leg? Yeah, it's right leg, left arm. Inhale to extend. Exhale, come underneath. And with breath, inhale out. Exhale in. I like the round feeling when I come inward, really letting the navel come in and forehead right to the knee. Feels like that rabbit, a little like that rabbit we did with that round low back opening. Couple more. Oh, so good. Hold it out when you're ready. Yep. Left hand underneath your shoulder, inner elbow spinning forward. Left foot over to the left. Right hip stacks. Gently bring that right arm high for modified side plank. Reach back for the foot. Grabbing that foot. Either or, sometimes the top of the foot, sometimes that inner arch. I'm going to stay consistent and just keep that top of the foot. Excellent. Hand comes down, right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Walk it out for puppy pose again. This time we'll add a twist. Oh yeah, stretch. Circle out the ankles sometimes helps too. Left arm, thread the needle, come underneath with that left arm, opening into the right shoulder. Gently unwind. Walk the hands forward again, long spine. And then thread the other way. Right hand underneath, back side of the shoulder. Bend the left arm, look underneath that left arm, elbow. Beautiful. Gently unwind. Excellent. And then come into down dog. And we'll walk gently up to the front for forward fold. Haven't done our chaturanga yet. That's all right. We'll do it on the next flow. Halfway lift. Exhale to pull back in. Forehead towards the shins. Sit into chair. And we'll hold. Again, creating some more heat. That's it. Come to stand. Stretch. Oh, yeah. Back to sit. Take that right arm to the right and just hold it. Yep, a little bit of twisting. Come back to center. Left arm to the back. Come back to center. And then just pulse at your own pace. Right arm back, forward. Yeah, I'm bringing the arms in the middle up just a bit, which helps lengthen the spine and engage the glutes. Woo! One more set. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Sit low, sit low, sit low. And stand. Yeah, my cat felt that. Woo, C curve to the right. Come back to center. C curve to the left. Back to center. And again, back to the right. This time, left foot behind you to stretch out through that left side. Good. Come back to center. Switch sides. Left hand, right wrist. Up and over to the left. You won't believe the cat wants out to go see the dog. I tell you, they have a love-hate relationship. It's pretty cool. You love Jackson. Beautiful. Come back to center, hands at our heart. Shake out the arms. So before we do a nice warrior sequence, let's heat up a little bit more with eagle, nice eagle crunches. So right arm underneath the left, you're grabbing that. And if it doesn't work with the hands coming together, clasping, you can always grab the elbows. It's a nice way to keep that eagle arms. And then sit low. Opposite arm, I like using the opposite foot, So it's my left foot over the right. Wrapping around. If it doesn't wrap, just let that foot float. Absolutely fine, letting that foot float to the right as a kickstand. Or wrap around. Elbows and knees lining up. Sit a little lower. Shoulders down the back. Elbows on the chest. Good. Take a breath. And use that to crunch inward, rounding over. Head comes forward. And then back up. I have to go really slow. It's absolutely mindful, finding that balance. If you fall out, no worries, go back in. Yeah. Last one. Nice 3 nice slow movements. It's pretty cool. Oh wow, that was enough. My ankle's on fire, my right ankle. Had to shake that out. Yeah, look at Julie, you're so in it. I love it. This is another sort of surrender posture that I learned from my Pilates teacher. And it seems to go like right now because there was so much tension in the arms. So you're gonna just lean forward. So this is the reason why we're leaning forward for gravity. See how my arms are just loose? Leaning forward, letting that gravity take those shoulder sockets. Okay, once you find that equilibrium on each side, try and catch my breath. You circle. Let the arms circle evenly without any effort. You can see the looseness in the shoulders, or the stiffness. You know, maybe one arm is stiffer than the other. See, yeah, it's just, yeah, that's it. Oh, nice. Not a lot of effort. It's just letting gravity. And then switch directions. Surrender into the gravity, letting that take your shoulders down. Other direction. Keep firing up the feet and the legs. Notice which side has more weight into it. My right side, obviously, is my dominant side, most of us. Good, that's plenty. Roll up. So evening out the feet is even an exercise, you know, making sure that each foot has the same amount of pressure. All right, so now left arm's going underneath the right, eagle crunches. Left arm underneath the right, wrap it up, elbows onto the chest, set yourself low. And which leg? The other side. So you want to make sure you do the other leg, right over the left. Everything that I said on the other side, you can have that kickstand, you can float the foot, or you can wrap the foot around that calf. I'm a little closer so you can see how much effort this takes. Inhale. Exhale forward. Still breathing. Lining up the knees and the elbows. Hips pull back, navel in. Use that left glute. Inhale up, pulsing 2 more times. But this is my timing. Maybe you want to go faster and you want to do multiple crunches. I'm just working on alignment personally. Alignment and stability. Noticing all of the inner meridian lines in my belly. Okay, last one. Ankle 2. Hips back, head drops, navel in. Chin level. Wow. Oh. No drama. Ease and flow. Sheesh kebab. Were you with me? You were with me. Shake it out. Woo. All right. Now we'll go through our chaturanga and our up dog. Kind of craving it now for my chest. So come to the front of the mat. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, swan dive forward. Find that halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, high plank. Low push-up. Slide through for your up dog. Yes. Look over the left shoulder. Back to center. Look over the right shoulder. Back to center. One more like that. Left shoulder. Center. Right shoulder. Center. And then through tabletop for me, but you can do straight legs to your down dog. Think we're ready for some hips. Toes together. Right leg goes high. Lift that right leg. Just feel that movement into the hips. I'm bending and kicking to the side. Need more room. Play with that hip socket. No rules here. You just find what works for you. If you need to take a break off the shoulders, do that as well. Just extending into my left hamstring a little bit by bending the knees, shooting my hips back. Calf. Right leg. Plenty. Right leg lifts up again. And then step through. Low lunge. Right hand on the knee. Left hand on the knee. Come up to high lunge. No. Stop. No. Heart's lifting. Oh, wow. Feels awesome. Just hold. Maybe there's a little side bending right off to the right. Come back to center. Off to the left. Come back to center. And then open. Let's open to warrior 2. Just drop it down. Back foot drops. Adjust the feet. Go a little deeper. Beautiful. Spread the wings. Oh, maybe the eagle arm theme that we had, which was just happened. Might as well take the left arm underneath the right, a little wide, and then come up, straighten the front leg, and then drop low. And being mindful of your hip alignment. It's doing something. It's clearing. Inhale to lift. Exhale to drop. Yeah, neck and shoulders. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Couple more. Beautiful. Unwind the arms again. Hold. And just keep it simple. Let's just hold warrior 2. 3 more breaths. You can exaggerate the upper body by letting it grow taller. Activity up through that left arm. Try bringing your palms up. Opening the chest, rolling the shoulders broad onto the back. And then bring them down again. Excellent. All right, swing it around. Find your flow. Change that back foot, frame the front foot. And there you go. You can go to child's pose, down dog. High to low push up. Down dog. Again, if you need a break, please take one. In your child's pose or cat-cow even is a great way. Let's go right to the other side if you're ready. Toes together, left leg comes high, bend that knee. Bend both knees actually. Shoot the hips away from you and then kick to the side. Keep breathing. This side feels more exploratory, like it needs a little bit more attention in that hip socket compared to that hamstring on the other side. So each side is different. Just feeling all the lines opening up. That's kind of why we're doing this. So sensing those sensations. When you're finished, come into that low lunge. Adjust that back foot. Sometimes it goes over behind too much, behind that foot too much, because then it's harder to balance. So I like to bring it off to the right. My right foot off to the right. And then you'll have more stability when you're in your high lunge. Does that make sense? Absolutely. A little more space for these hips. Yeah. And then high lunge. Yeah. Heart lifts. Come back to center, inside out with the palms. C-curve to the left. Building strength. Come back to center. Off to the right. Come back to center. Prep with the inhale. Exhale to open gradually and slowly to warrior 2. Nice. Lower belly's lifting. Back leg is strong. Glute engaged on that right side. Eagle arms. Right arm underneath the left. Inhale to straighten it out. Stretching the shoulders. And exhale to drop it low. Your own rhythm. This is my rhythm. My rhythm, my breath. Yeah, this side I need to go a little slower. It's more delicate. Even my breath is a little awkward on this side. Teaching me a lot more Left side, feminine side, receptive side, nurturing side. Nurture. Last one. Power through that central column. Wow. Good. Release the arms, warrior two. Palms up, as we did on the other side, with the shoulders broad on the back, torso tall, strong straight right leg. Oh my goodness. All right, plenty. Right hand spirals down. You guys still with me? Yes, you are. Love it. Frame that front foot high. You're going to get stepped on. Hide a little push up over the cat. Good girl. Oh, actually, he's a boy. Good boy. Yeah. And then down dog. This time in down dog, let's get off of our wrists and come into dolphin. Elbow comes down, elbow comes down. And if you want to measure, make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. You can drop your knees and just make sure that elbows are underneath your arms, on your shoulders. Spread out the wrists. Great way to make sure that all of the nadis or the lines in the hands are activated as well. Yep, just a moment. And then into dolphin. Oh, wow. Changes it in the hips flexion when you're on your elbows. Feel it more in the hips. Rocking right and left. So explore this at your own pace. If there's a break time in between, do that. You can walk your feet a little closer to your elbows. You can raise one foot up to the ceiling. Take breaks in between if you need to. You can kick right up and go into your inversion. You can use the wall for support behind you as you lift up. Make sure you kick both legs up. I'm on my left side now. Oh, all right, plenty for me. Hopefully you're resting now. Set your hips back, support your head. Deep sigh. Inhale, nose. Let it all go. Exhale. Last one. All right, so Malasana. We're at the back of the mat. Might as well tuck the toes under, walk your hands in, see if that works. I'm going to use a block underneath my hips and just give myself a moment here to sit on blocks. Oh, so good. Yeah. And Priscilla, I would come into forward fold first. Yep, and then take your feet apart. And then maybe use 2 blocks to sit on. In fact, I might do that as well. So what I just suggested, just instead of going right into it, especially if you have knees and low back issues, is to really give yourself a forward fold. Set your prop up beautifully, right? And then make sure your feet are wide. And then use your hands for support. Find that block, sit down. It's just much safer for the back. Good. That's it. Really nice. As the sit bones move back, you have a natural lift in the low back. Activate the hips on the block. Activate the feet into the ground. Suction in the navel, ribs, and then you'll find that sweet puzzle of elbows coming into the inner thighs. Pressure inward to push, pressure down, and lengthen upward. These are like levers to even out the distribution of energy, because I know if you're like me, you have a dominant side. My right side is very dominant. It takes a lot of inner awareness to engage this left glute, left knee, left foot. So I have to actually put more effort onto that side. Good. So you might want to just stay there, and that's absolutely great. Or lean forward and come into Bakasana, which is an arm balance. And notice I'm stretching into that forward fold, little bit of tippy toes, round into the back. Lean onto that upper elbows. As I lean, I can lift one toe, lift the other toe. Whew, I have my block. How cool is that? Lift, lift, lift. That block helps, especially if I want to hold it for a little bit longer. Nice. Come off. Take a breath. So good. And then forward fold. I'm just gently rolling up as I pause halfway, resting my hands on the knees. Perfect opportunity. I'm going to come closer. Oh gosh. I'm going to come closer and walk like a little, I don't know, like a, what would you call that? A gorilla. The reason why I wanted to come closer is so I could show you Agnisara, right? Make sure your feet are a little bit farther apart. You're pressing into your hands. Hands are straight. So we're livening up the fire in the belly. So Julie, I think your feet can go a little wider. Yeah, wider. Good. And if you turn sideways, I could see you a little bit more. That's it. Good. Use your hands for support. Sit your hips back. Excellent. So inhale. Let out all the air. No air. Hold it out. Till you run out of air. That is fire in the belly. Got a smile on the inside. All right, I know, there you go. Why are we doing this? Because it massages, it's like giving our, you know how beneficial massages are, right? So when we do that movement, we're literally bringing more circulation into all the internal organs, which is very healing. Okay, so let's do it again. Inhale, nose. Let out all the air. Hold it out and just pump as many times as you can. Oh, that's plenty. Woo! All right, last time. One more time. One more full cycle. Inhale. Let it all go. Seal the lips. Pump. Oh. Who felt that heat? Good. Whew, got sweaty. Pretty amazing. All right, yeah, shake it out. A little bit of tree pose, and then we'll go down for pigeon. Yeah, we'll go down for pigeon, and then we'll close up. 10:25. It's pretty amazing how time flies. It's like a yoga time warp. Let's do left leg first. Left leg comes up. A little bit of balance. Ideally, you're taking this left hip down. Why? Because we're finding more power through that root block. As you pull the lower belly in, but not talking, and then you feel the ribs come in, feel the clavicles lift, and then your heart, arms. Arms are heart. Anything to do with the hands and the arms, you're working your heart chakra, that center of the being. We have red, orange, yellow, green is our heart, blue, indigo at the eye, third eye, and then that crown chakra is that shining white. Beautiful, plenty. Switch sides. Yep. If you need a massage on that standing foot, you can do that. Activate left leg. Right knee comes up. And then plant that foot on the inside edge. Push into the ground. Right hip crease down. Hips are even. That's okay if that right knee comes forward in tree pose. It's absolutely fine. It helps the inner column, the Sushumna, stay in symmetry, which I like. Feel more powerful that way. Back body as well as the front body. Feel about balanced? Come on out. Oh yeah, the foot tells you. That standing foot. All right, so yes, let's come and do pigeon. Our dessert pose. Move through your flow just to get there, your beautiful dance. I'm going slow. You can go as fast as you like. This is just my pace. I'm enjoying all of these places. Halfway lift if you're with me. Plant the hands. Alternating feet sometimes when you're stepping back. Not to use the same one all the time, but to alternate. To up dog. And then find your way into pigeon pose. Let's do left side first. Since we always do right, let's take that left side and just focus on it. Left knee comes forward. Inner groin moving out. But the hip crease moving back. Lots to think about. When you do that, you're manifesting a little bit more pull through that glute. So inner groin rolls out, hip crease pulls back. If you need support, use a block or a half block underneath that hip. I feel it really stretched out, so I'm just gonna use the block for my forehead. Rolling, 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 right hip down. Surrender into it. each time I practice, it just really blows me away how different every practice is, and the new sensations that we discover through our practice. So it makes it so exciting. It's therapy, physical therapy. You can see why I wanted to do the left side first. It feels more pleasurable, I would say, or productive. Sensitive side. All right, that might be enough, and we'll switch. Use your breath to come out. Always exhale. Come to tabletop. Shake that left knee out. Pull it back. Bend it in. Circle what feels right to you. I just need to straighten, I think. And round. Pulse. This is how you have your somatic experience. They have somatic classes. This is kind of what they do. You close your eyes, you're like sensing different movements, different lines, rounding. Find those places. All right, switch sides. Right knee, pigeon pose. Slide it up. Good, good, good. All those same adjustments. I'm using my right hand to roll my inner thigh back, outward towards the right, and then my hip crease to the back. Feels like this needs a lift on this side. Yeah, it does. Each side is different. Pay attention to possible props. And I want that for my head. Oh yeah, the prop was essential. Gives me more space in my hip crease, lower belly. That's the mula bandha that you don't want to lose. That lower belly lifting, key to keeping your hips safe and not overextending your joint. Using the muscles instead. IT band on the right. It's like a science experiment, I tell you. Let go, especially on the active male side. It's harder to let go. So you can just let it be heavy. It's what I tell my Thai clients, that surrender is the hardest part, that letting go. We don't even realize that we're gripping and holding, and then it transfers or translates into real life. Are we gripping for some outcome, or do we have this expectation? So let go of all those expectations, that freedom to just surrender to gravity. Just 3 more breaths. Jeez, I finally started letting that active male side go. It's probably why the sensations on the left are so much easier, because it's that female receptive side, and our active male side, it's so much harder to let that be. So it takes a little bit more time. It's kind of what happens if you're dominant on the right. All right, we did scoop that out and back, so let that happen. Right leg shoots back, circle it out. Woo! Joy. And then just come onto your back however you want. If you feel like you want your chaturanga, your up dog, do that. I'm going to skip it and just come to my back. Yeah. Everybody decided to do the same thing. Yeah. All right. Any last postures before we close up, since it's time? Class has been an hour. You can circle the knees. You can circle straight legs as well. A little bit deeper into that gravitational pull that I was been talking about this entire class. Sacral bone, feeling them pull into the mat. And then counter stretch. We haven't done a lot of reverse flexion, so might as well take a moment to really extend. There's different levels for your block: supported bridge, low, medium, or even double blocks, which is what I think I'm going to do. Especially if you're tall, you might like stacking 2 blocks underneath you. Reverse flexion. Makes the hips nice and even. Arms relaxed. Can lift one leg, just last few breaths, wherever you want to be. If you have your favorite twist, you might want to do that. I'm loving this though. It's my body. It's what feels good to me. There might be some other postures that your body needs right now. I'm ready to take this out. Walk your feet in. Tippy toes if you have double blocks. Lift it out. Roll down. Low, 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 low. Great. Reach. Reach for your fingertips towards your knees. Why? Because it opens the upper back a little bit. Roll down, reach above you, and drop your knees to the right. Feet are more than hip width apart. And then come back to center and to the left. Couple more like that. Right. Come back to center and left. All right, I think that's plenty, you guys. Yeah. Pound it out a bit on the low back. Get yourself set up for Shavasana for about 5 minutes. I like this setup. Blocks right underneath the hamstring, right towards the sit bone. Tilts the pelvic bowl just a little bit, which feels soothing for the low back. Arms down by your sides. Another adjustment, reaching up with your hands to the ceiling and then rocking to the left. Pull that right hand away from you. Come back to center. Rock to the right. Pull the left hand away from you. Drop it back in. And then you have this broad feeling in the shoulder. Couple deep sighs. More than welcome just to stay in this place. Slowly coming out when you're ready. Just awareness into the limbs, feet, hands, head. Deep sigh to bring the knees to your chest. And then rolling gently to either side. Fully supported with the ground, just like cuddling you, holding you. And then that top hand, eyes closed. Last thing to come up. Head, torso. To meditative posture. Last breath, inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Seal the lips, back in through the nose. Namaste. So cool. I'm glad I recorded that. Thanks so much for my inspiration, Priscilla and Julie. So good. I have it recorded, so I'll put it in the Facebook group. Good. Oh, thank you. I felt good in it too. Awesome.